Today marks a milestone in American history, the day 100 years ago that women earned the legal right to vote. I recently talked with two Chico State professors who work in the fields of gender studies, history, and capitalism about the 19th Amendment and what it means for women today.
Across the country, female leaders serving as governors, mayors, U.S. senators, and vying for the highest offices within U.S. politics.
That's what real leadership is.
It was August 18, 1920, that Tennessee became the 36th state to ratify the 19th Amendment, giving women the right to vote.
What's the significance of that historical date in relation to where we are at right now in our country?
It is both a great win and it's also a great failure.
We have this danger of thinking that the 19th Amendment achieved something and the work is done, when in actuality it's not.
100 years later, how far have women advanced?
We still have not achieved equity among the sexes or the genders.
How many women may have been collectively left out of efforts for voting equality?
Now, as we're looking back at the women's suffrage movement, it was a fairly limited scope. It was racist and classist. Black women were disenfranchised even after the vote.
I also asked the professors, what would turn-of-the-century suffragists think of the current state of women? They believe it would be a positive for access to education, the workforce, health care, even the right to divorce. But overall,
I'd say they would be very sad that we had not gotten any further than this.
And I think there would be a pretty large sense of disappointment that we are where we are right now.
And we also talked about the 1972 proposed Equal Rights Amendment, the ERA, and to date, women still do not have 100% equality under our Constitution. Earlier this year, Virginia became the 38th state to ratify, hitting the three-quarter states needed, but it came after the congressional deadline, and in that time, 5 other states rescinded prior approval for the ERA.